What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? Listen, I know it's not bang, bang, bang. Yes, D Boogie is not in today. I'm so sorry, people. You guys are stuck with me. I'm spinning today. I'm gonna do my
ones and twos.
I'm on the ones and twos. There you go. I'm on the ones and twos, y'all. It's your girl Tasha. What's up, world? What's up, Cleveland, C-Town, and all other surrounding states and cities that may be listening, near and far away. So look, y'all got me. It's Uncut, it's Uncensored. Let me drop these accolades before I introduce my beautiful, beautiful co-host. The team work that makes the dream work. Because listen, people, you are only as good as your team. And so let me say this openly. I so appreciate y'all. You know, D Boogie, we miss you, baby. I appreciate you. And you need to hurry up and get back. So real quick, y'all can follow the show on IG at uncut.uncensored. Y'all can actually catch us on YouTube on our page at Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. If y'all want to put a face with the voice, and trust me, y'all want to put a face with the voice.
You do.
You do. You most definitely do. Drop your comments, your likes, your dislikes, your love, your hate. Look, we welcome it all. Controversy sells. It's good for ratings, and it's only your opinion, but we welcome it, and we thank you for taking out the time and putting it in your comment section. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce my boy, Kane, co-host Kane, to the building.
What's
in the
up,
house.
Cleveland? What's y'all doing today? How we feeling? Hey, this is co-host Kane. You can catch me on Kane Creates, KANE_creates on IG and Kane's Corner on Facebook. Love you guys. That's only two places you can catch me at.
And then we got the lovely, the beautiful, the teacher that corrects us on all of our improper grammar.
Teach us.
She's always bringing some new knowledge. What's up, Kira?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kira. You can catch me on IG at Tender10. That's TENDER10 on IG.
Well, all right. Well, that was quick. And look, y'all can catch Don Boogie, even though he's not here to give it. Y'all can catch him at Don Zon, the #1. Hit him up. I don't know if you can slip into his DMs. Shoot your shot.
Slip or slide.
Try. You never know. All right.
Yours.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't get my own. Thank you for my boy Flicks by Carter keeping me honest.
That's right.
My bad. I forgot about myself. Look, y'all can find me at Tosh_empowers. You know, don't slide in my DMs, but if you
No sliding.
ain't no sliding because you will not make it through.
Oh, wow.
I got the DM police.
Okay.
It just automatic. You know what? Never mind. Anyway,
what?
listen. I am. Drop your comments about the show. That's what you can do. Suggestions about, you know, what y'all may have that y'all want to, talk about. Drop it. But look, without further ado, we're going to jump right on into this topic. So we did part 1 of our black women getting tired and fed up with black men. And Kira said even though she might walk the line, she'll never leave. She said it just like that. But today we're going to add another twist to it. What about the brothers? Are the brothers kind of getting fed up with the sisters? Are y'all tired of us? Are we too mouthy? We talk too much? Too much attitude? Whatever the case may be. We're going to talk about it today on Uncut and Uncensored. So, picking up where we left off at, Kane, since you the man here with the testosterone.
So representative today. I got
Yeah, you are the
I
soul.
got you, D Boogie though. I got
you-
you. Hold it down for you.
Can you handle all this estrogen in this building?
I can do it. I
Are
got
you
it.
sure?
I got a mama. I got a sister. I got all daughters. So I'm good.
Okay. Oh, we'll say that then. So we left off. We were talking about, women, black women, being frustrated. Kira was saying that it's about value. Well, Kira, you say what you were saying. I ain't got to repeat what you were saying. You say your own thing. You said it.
Yeah, like, hold on.
Oh, you looking for your notes. So what Kira said while she's going through her notes, you got it?
I mean, I think I got it.
I got it in my head if you don't.
What paraphrase, please?
Well, you said it's about being valued, needed. You said as long as you feel valued and needed and wanted, you will never leave.
Never. I love my black man. I do. And everyone has their faults.
Mm-hmm.
So I know if I straddle the fence, I'm going to find some of the same faults on the other side.
Mm.
I love, love, love our black men.
Love, love, love.
Yes.
Okay. Love, love, love. So what would make you, we said this when we talked about it. What would make you want to leave? Because you got a lot of females, and we hearing a lot of conversation about, the lack of support from black men, the lack of feeling valued from black men. But they always say it's three sides to a story. So are we potentially somewhat to blame for that? Let's pass that to Ken, because he got this look on his face.
Yes.
Well, I think the blame, it can go around, it's equally shared, because I think that especially in the black community, there's a lot of gap of information of how to have a successful relationship, because we don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no model. They've purposely taken the man out the household. They by all type of designs. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but
Please don't.
he's gone. He's not there. So now, where is he though? So now, when young women grow up and they don't have a father figure in their household, they don't see what a man is supposed to be. So now she's grabbing males, not men, in her life. There's a difference. Male is biology, man is by choice.
Right.
So she grabbing all these males and she's getting frustrated. And she's not finding what she wants and not fulfill the other side of her need, and she can't figure out why. Well, it's a man. What's wrong? Like, nah, baby, you got a male, but
A
you didn't.
child.
You didn't necessarily get a man, and it's hard on the black woman to recognize. Oh, what is a man? Like, what characteristics make a man? And you have some things in her head, but like you haven't seen it up close. So you experiment. You grab one, that one, they throw that one back. Grab another one. Oh, this one didn't have it. You grab another one, and then that's where I think the frustration builds in the sisters, because there's a lot of young men out there who never adultify, if that's a word, probably not teacher.
Okay. Adultify.
They never grow up.
Okay, well, let's go with it.
So, and they just do, and I think you said a lot of men showering around here, unfortunately, because if you didn't have a man in your life, you didn't have nobody to show you how to be a man. So now you're 30 and you trying to figure yourself out on your own, and you really just a man child. You just still doing childish and immature things, and then this woman can't figure out if, and it goes the same way with some of the females too. They didn't have a real good woman authority figure in their life either, and so now we got two people who are really immature, pointing fingers and blaming each other for why. Because the concept that our brothers getting frustrated with sisters, some are, but like with Kiera, I ain't going nowhere.
I love it. I love that. Yes.
Nowhere.
We need some solid men
Not
in our
going
community,
nowhere.
black men in our community that refuse to leave.
I ain't going
Yes.
nowhere.
He said
Thank
he
you,
going nowhere.
King.
Nowhere.
It don't matter how much she talk, how much she complain,
No matter
nag.
what she said, we will work this out.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Sister Queen, we
Look at that
will work this
maturity.
out.
Oh, you said Sister Queen.
We
Ooh.
will work
Sister Queen.
this out.
That's
Cause-
a value
Yes,
for you
Sister
right there.
Queen. Yes.
And nothing against.
Right.
If somebody want to choose something else, I'm not speaking against it.
Right.
If that's what you want to do, that's okay with you.
Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
in my house,
In your house.
what we gonna do?
We gonna serve that black woman.
We gonna lift this queen up.
Oh, that's cute. I
We
like.
gonna lift this melanated queen. We gonna lift her up. We gonna support. We gonna care. We gonna figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah, she got some issues.
Everybody has issues.
Everybody do, and I think this is the thing that I think is overlooked in the Black community sometimes. I think a lot of us, I'm not saying a lot, all of us are still suffering from post-slave traumatic syndrome. And we have a lot of things going on with us that are very specific to our community, and then we don't know how to deal with it, and we start pointing fingers and blaming, like, well, if you would do this and you would do that. And I think sometimes stereotypes get magnified
Yeah.
horribly bad.
You know, so that's interesting that you say that. I was having a conversation with someone, and this was something that he brought to my attention, so I don't take credit for this. He said another thing to take a look at is what they portray on TV.
Yes.
When you look at the images of the family setup, the structure on TV now, you see the Black woman with a white guy, and they got this nice big house, all the bills paid, it ain't no struggle. The kids, you just give them hand gestures and they know where to go, when to get there, how to move, how fast they should go. The dog obey eye motion commands. Everything is glorious. But then when you see how the Black couple is portrayed on TV, they may live in the hood. It's tension, it's some dysfunction. It's some issues with parenting. It doesn't display that harmonious image as you see that they put on TV with the mixed interracial. Same thing when you see a Black man with a white woman. So it's like, the images, because TV and media,
Powerful.
it's powerful. And so they put this image out there. Yeah, well, maybe if you swipe white, as, and yes, we saying it like this, like how I told you the one girl said, you won't have the struggle. He gonna go to work every day. You gonna be able to live in this big old house. But if you stay Black, this is what you're gonna end up with. And that's what they putting on the television screen. And people are really buying into that. Not everybody, of course, but, just like every other image that we see on television now, that the, society is trying to make the norm. You put it on there enough. I heard somebody else say, this is kind of off subject, but I'll say it, just like with the, I probably shouldn't say that. So.
Probably not. Probably not.
So never mind. That's probably not a good thing to say.
No.
We're gonna edit that.
Right.
We're not gonna edit it, but I'm not gonna say that.
Please.
Self-control.
Woo, almost let it go.
Ooh, Holy Spirit.
Won't he do it? But getting back to the subject matter at hand. So what do y'all think about that?
You know what? I think that's a very, very potent reality. Because one of the things that's sometimes not talked about in relationships is finances and economics. And economics are a very vital portion, and you have to have a clear understanding of goals, and and me and my buddy were talking about this the other day. He's a banker, and the financial literacy of African American people in America is horrible. We don't know how money works. We don't know how to invest. We just don't know how. We don't have the discipline, how finance works. We don't understand how it works. So, and the finances are a big portion of a family. And if you try to just make that little, you're gonna have a problem later. It's an important thing. So you put that image out there. You get the brother, you go struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go over that side, it'll be cool for you. And that might have some statistical, variance of being true. That might be like, because, the level of the economic numbers are terrible for Black people versus any other race in America. It's horrible. So yeah, if one of the things that any woman is looking for is stability, financial stability. Can he provide? And if he don't, and you at a certain level and he ain't at that level, it's gonna be like, am I gonna step down and go to this, or am I just gonna go look somewhere else? And that image that is portrayed in the media is very, very real. I'll give you a quick story.
Well, before you give the story, we're gonna take a quick break. Hold your thought. Listen, y'all are listening to Uncut Uncensored, and we are talking about, dating outside your race. The sisters being tired, frustrated with the brothers, and really, some of the brothers been kind of somewhat done with the sisters. But that's another story. We gonna come back. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored. What's up? Welcome back. It's Uncut is Uncensored. It's your girl Tasha in the building. Y'all can check us out on IG at uncut.uncensored. Click on over to YouTube at Relationship Talk, Uncut Uncensored. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your likes, your dislikes. Follow, like, share, all that other good stuff. So we left off at, Kane, you had a quick, funny story for us?
Yeah, so that perception in people's heads about who we are as a people is very powerful. One of my buddies, who he's a successful electrical engineer, has his master's degree, blah blah blah, doing his business. Him and his wife have been together, I think, almost over 20 years now. They moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and for a business opportunity for him. And he had his child enrolled in some type of special program. And while they're there, his wife said the other wives were asking her, "Oh, what does your husband do?"
Wow. None of your business. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And she noticed she didn't ask any of the other persuasions what their husbands was doing. She just, because at the time she wasn't working, and that she can't work because she has her master's degree also.
Right.
She wasn't working a bit, so she was just a stay-at-home mom at the time.
Right.
But they wanted to know, well, what does your husband do? And she was heated. But she kept her cool, and she said, I never answered the question. She said, I want to tell him he's a rapper. That's what you're thinking?
Right.
Because they were in some exclusive program, but they could afford it so they were there.
Exactly.
So that perception that the black man can't provide is there in people's head, and then it permeates in the sister's head. And I understand, I get it. You think, well, I need somebody to provide for this, that, and the third, and I don't think he can do it because that perception is pushed upon us.
Kira, what you think?
Okay, so I gotta go back, right?
Go ahead. I know you've been writing, so that's why I'm like, you ready now?
Okay, yes, I am. All right. Well, okay, I'm not sure if the black man crossing over isn't just a cop-out or just a way to take the easy route, because a lot of times men see being held accountable as a problem. So, and we as black women, it's our nature to hold you accountable and to make you we want you to step up. We want you to be your best self.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's easy to get that yes woman.
Come on now.
That you can come, yes, I do it, yeah, you go, yeah,
Come on now, girl, you're preaching.
So, okay, let me see. Then you also said, Kane, that a lot of women are unaware of the characteristics that make a man, but also a lot of men are unaware of the characteristics that make a man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
absolutely.
Adultify is a word.
All right, thank you, teacher.
Okay, and but it also falls back to that particular woman's love language. Now, if you can't speak her language and you're not fluent in it and you have broken communication regarding her love language, then of course there's going to be some struggles. And it may not just be a financial struggle. Struggles come in all forms. All relationships have struggles. Now, may it be a financial, spiritual struggle, because every woman that I know, well, most women want the same thing.
Right.
And that's security. That's security on financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. We want security. Now, yes, this yes woman may feel real secure.
Becky, I'm sorry, yes woman.
She may feel real secure with the minimal that this black man presents to the table, but when he's ready to give his best, I'm not sure if Becky,
can kind of.
But you know what I like? I like how Russell Wilson did it. Oh, I love how he did it.
Man.
Okay.
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 I see
You
that
wanna-
meme.
Because did y'all see the draft pick? Did y'all see what happened at the draft? But then turn
And
around and
I did not.
he got this beautiful
Oh.
black woman now, his wife,
Oh, yeah,
his
she-
queen.
Yeah, the current wife.
Yes.
The queen.
Yes,
The
yes. We
sister
not
from the motherland.
right. Can we?
Becky.
He
I'm
woke
sorry.
up.
I mean, because he was.
Yeah. But he came back.
He came back.
He straddled like
And we-
I was
and
like
we
he
welcome-
dipped his toe.
Well, he kind of did more than straddle.
But
he jumped.
he not really. He didn't have any kids on that side, did he?
But he said,
No.
"I do."
Oh, okay.
On that side, we ain't. You know what?
I mean,
But he came back strong.
he did.
And we
didn't he?
welcomed him back.
With open arms.
You know, because there's some people who can't come back, like Stacey Dash. You know, she's banned from the barbecue forever.
She can't come back.
She can never come back.
She can't come to the barbecue with you, Kay.
No, because I think she said out loud.
Yeah.
This I was tripping. She said, "I want to start dating black men again." I'm like, "Nah,
No, she didn't.
we cool, Sam."
No, thank you.
And I'll say we cool. And I have been a Stacey Dash fan for forever.
I'm sure.
Since Clueless, I thought she was super fine.
Yeah.
Then she started opening her mouth, and all that fineness started just going down, down. You was at 9.5, now you a 6, now you down to a 4. no.
She in the negative right now.
Like, she's like
she can't
negative
come
2
to the
points.
discount.
No, you can't come no more. Like, no, fam,
It's one of them situations where, you know, the big sister or the big female cousin and the big sister speak up for the little brother, little cousin, like, "No, he don't want you." No. So for all the people that may be like Stacey Dash, we good on y'all. They good on y'all. But I wanna come back. I wanna come back to a few things that you actually said, Kira.
Okay.
So you said a lot of women don't know what it takes to make a man.
Don't know the characteristics. This is what Kane stated, and I was,
Gotcha.
So
let me get correct.
piggybacking off what he said. He don't know what did you say, Kane? You said a lot of women don't know the characteristics that make up a man,
right.
but they know what a male looks
I
like.
know what a male looks like.
Right.
Okay, so I was going there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I listened a little incorrectly. My bad. But I do want to talk about the cop out.
Yes.
Let's talk about I got that in all caps.
You do.
I do.
Okay.
Elaborate on the cop out for me.
The cop out is not wanting to be held accountable, not giving your best, but being able to just maneuver with the mediocre or less than, and whatever makes it easy, just so you can still bring your.
Gotcha.
Less than A game.
Yeah, because I couldn't get the word out my mouth, but I couldn't let it come out my mouth. I'm like,
Yeah, that's why I said y'all.
He's on the radio.
Gotcha.
right, don't say it, but
couldn't find a radio
substitute it, and I could-
version.
Right,
I
thank
get
you.
it.
That's why
get
this teamwork
Yes,
works.
I got it. I got you. You
Okay.
can find the edited
Yeah.
version of that.
Yeah,
So we got
That you want to continue to do your same one too,
Yeah.
and let it be okay. So the cop out is, let me go on to this woman that ain't gonna say anything. Now it's not. I understand that if you can't handle that dominant, aggressive woman, but we don't like to be aggressive or dominant. Some of us, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like to have to turn that switch, flick that switch.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be calm when I come home. I don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to bring her out.
Yeah, because then it's hard to put her up.
Right, and
Once she's
then.
out.
But when I tried being subtle, you didn't hear me.
No.
And now I'm combative and argumentative,
I know.
and now I'm
don't wanna go
now I'm judged and labeled.
Yeah, now with the angry black
when
mom.
right, but I didn't approach her.
I'm sorry, Kane, are you here?
But anyway, you can straddle that fence and you can go ahead and take the cop out, because we rather you cop out if you can't produce.
Ooh.
And then I know, because all black men are not struggling
No.
financially. It's some financially safe and fixed and mature
Yes.
black men out here that's
Absolutely.
willing
And able.
And able.
and competent.
All that. You know, and I think when you said cop out, I was like, yep, I'm going to agree with that, because I really feel that for just me and my circle. Now again, love who you love. I'm not judging, but
No judgment.
no judgment.
Just a side eye, but go ahead.
No judgment. But I'm gonna say this, and it's not every case, but a lot of times, and I know the sisters feel like this, and brothers aren't as, I would say, judgmental if we see a guy dating outside his race, particularly if he's dating a Caucasian young lady. We're not as, but we are looking at you lightweight, like what we're like, because we know like that road's probably a little easier than the road I'm doing over here.
Hold on, wait a minute, pause. The road might be a little easier than the one you're toting over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why would the road be easier?
Because yes, humble spirit thing that's going on over there, and I think this is the a big part of it. That unfortunately, a lot of sisters have to be aggressive and somewhat take charge because there is no man there to do those things that he should be doing in her life.
Yes.
So now she has to do those things. She has to act in that role. So then now it's kind of difficult for her to get out of that seat. Because she's been in that seat for a minute.
And we didn't want to be.
Didn't want to get her there. Like, they want to, like, no, I want to be on the passenger seat. No, we ain't got no way.
You gotta drive. You gotta drive because I don't know the way. And
yeah, all that.
my right foot hurt.
All that. So now she got to drive. And then now you used to driving. And that's what you used to. So now, if you used to driving, when somebody else now driving, guess what you do? You judging how they drive because they ain't driving how you drive.
Or because we're used to driving, we're doing it our way. So we're satisfied with the results. And we expect you to meet those same standards.
Flat out.
All right, now let me ask you this, Kira. Looking at both sides, because I've seen where women are saying, black women are, frustrated and fed up with black men. And then I've seen where black men are kind of saying sometimes black women have unrealistic expectations. And they although they say, and I'm partially guilty of this, I can be honest. We throw it around, nobody's perfect. Everybody, comes to the table with something. But the moment a person steps outside of that little perfect, parameter, don't be looking at me like that. It's a problem. It's a whole conniption, and so I feel like we as people, male and female, we say it's very cliche. Nobody's perfect, but the moment that person does not live up to those expectations, it's an issue. So my question to you, Kieran, is do you feel that sometimes as women, we put the bar sometimes maybe unrealistically high and the standards, and we can be a bit uncompromising? Not that I'm giving the brothers a pass, I'm gonna come back to that. But do you feel, ladies, listen, I know y'all out there, I get the frustration, I understand it. Look at Richard. I know we come to the table with a lot of baggage, a lot of disappointments, a lot of hurts, but listen, we gotta own some of this stuff. He ain't John or Richard. He didn't do it. So are you holding John and Richard accountable for what Bill did?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes.
And now you done with brothers. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Well, I ain't never done with brothers.
You just
ever.
put your toe in. You ain't gonna leave permanently, but you need a break. You need a little break. You tired. You need a little break. Go ahead.
Just want to see what it's like. Wait, I'm just playing brothers. I love y'all.
Own it. I'm coming right back, like Jason said.
Right back.
It's gonna get right back. You just up and leave.
Okay, so yes, a lot of times, we set the standard high. However, I don't necessarily think it's too high. I think, but then again, it could be too high if the brother is not ready. But I think we set the standard high because, I don't think I should have low standards. I don't think my standards should be lowered just because of who you are, because you don't want to produce. I don't want to lower my standards because of your inability. I don't. I'm not.
But okay, and
I won't.
I get it. I got it. I get it. But you know, and when I say standards, you know, everybody should have standards. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back on Kira and women not lowering or removing your standards, having standards. But let's look at them a little bit. Let's evaluate them, because you know we need some healthy melanated families. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored, and we're gonna be back. Welcome back. It's your girl Tasha. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored, and we left, and we were talking about those standards, and so we just had a guest that just came in. He's gonna join us, and he goes by the name of Richie Rich. Say hello to the people, Rich.
What's really happening?
Ooh, there you go. You came in ready. Okay.
You ready?
He said, "What's really happening?"
Get ready for 7 months now.
So we went to break, y'all. We was talking about these standards. You know, I asked, are women somewhat responsible for some unrealistic standards? You know, you got reality TV, you know, and they expect the man to have X, Y, Z, and all these other things to bring to the table, and they ready to cancel the brother out if he's missing a few of those things. So Kiera, you know, as a woman, and then we gonna let, you know, you feeling that?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, go ahead.
You want me to take first?
No, I got this.
Oh, okay.
All right, so first of all,
That's those standards.
standards are important. It's important to establish some standards, and to have high standards, I don't think we need to lower our expectations for our relationships, for our men, but make sure they are attainable goals. Now, the standards, if they change throughout the history or the course of the relationship, then maybe the two parties need to come together and reestablish them. But knowing your mate's standards, that's found out during the pre-relationship, the dating phase. Communication will help you identify your party standards, and it's your duty not to put blinders on and overlook them, because they'll come back up, and then there'll be an issue later on in the marriage because you thought you was moving to Beverly Hills.
Well, I'm talking about like the standards, and that's good, and I understand exactly what you're saying. And then, go ahead, Richard. Go. Never mind. Forget what I was saying.
This is how I
Go,
feel
Richard.
about them standards.
Oh, good.
You got to pick the man for your standards. You got to know where your man's standards is before you pick one.
Okay, what do you mean?
How you gonna expect the standards this high and your man ain't there yet?
So okay.
So a woman should understand the man that they have or the man that they trying to get with
That's what Kiera said.
before you pick a standard.
Kiera just dropped her. Kiera said, hello, that's what I said.
So if that's what you said, why would you get rid of him and you already know that's what you
didn't. I identified him, and I didn't put blinders on,
But
and I said
he
you
can't
need
do
to.
it. You said if he can't do it, It's
Pre-relationship
time to get
dating
rid of
phase,
him.
communication will help you identify each party's standard. Don't put blinders on. That is what I said. And now,
On top
during
of
the
it-
pre-relationship stage, yes, I'm going to get rid of you if I find out you have low standards. Yes, goodbye,
but
bye.
you should know that
But-
already.
But that's
Goodbye.
pre-relationship. How am I supposed to know that? I gotta date him first. I gotta see what he about. I gotta
Well, how
talk
long
to
does it take?
communicate.
Yeah, how long do it take?
You know what? Because that true person don't come out to after month 3, right?
That's true.
It take
No,
like-
Or longer.
It
It take long.
than that.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because it might take a whole marriage, and you be like, you know what? This dude's standards is extremely low. I
Right.
can't.
He don't want nothing.
Nothing.
Life.
Nothing.
So
Zero.
okay, so put it like this: you feel that the man don't want nothing in life.
Now I didn't
Is
say
you,
that.
Listen, yes, is you helping him to make his standards?
I love it.
Okay.
Listen here, y'all listening to Richie Rich. Rich bringing that. Rich coming with that energy, y'all. Hold on.
I didn't hear you correctly. Can you repeat
She's a
that?
teacher. She wants you to remove the is. You help
Are
him.
you able to help him make his standards and your
Meet the
standards?
standard. Well, that's the standards that we create together as a unit, but he need to have his own individual standards like I have my own individual standards.
So you trying to say that neither one of
He
y'all
need to
know
come
each
in
other
with
value?
something. Excuse me.
Oh man.
Listen, people. I'm sorry. I'm over here in tears.
He got me sweating, and I don't know what to say. I can't listen. Tasha, somebody.
Richie Rich is bringing that energy
But check
today,
this out.
y'all.
This is what I do in a relationship.
Go ahead. What you do? No, we was
I'll
talking
figure
about
out each
interracial.
other's value first.
Hold on. We was talking about well, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about he don't want to talk. Go ahead.
I don't want to talk.
I can't tell.
Force me.
Oh, okay. I can tell.
Come on, Richard. Say what you got to
Come on,
say.
Richard.
Problem is that in a relationship, everybody got the girl, the man. They got to know each other's value
Right.
before they make anything.
So are you saying value or volume?
Value. Of like this. It's just like this. How can you be in a relationship and you don't know what he worth and she don't know what she worth?
Okay, got it. Got it, value. Okay, got it.
Listen, Richard is from the
understand what I'm
South,
saying?
okay?
Yes, Richard is from the
He's
South,
from the
and I
South.
got you, Richard. Come on, Richard. We got to know our volume. Come on, keep talking, honey.
I want you to be, come on
You
in.
got me over here in tears.
I'm so glad you gave him this door.
That's right. I can't get some help.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. So okay, so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this. Now,
I have a different point right here, and I want to make sure we get to it.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is totally out. I want you to elaborate on what Mr. Richard said.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this, fellas. Why do y'all feel the women are frustrated with y'all? And why are y'all frustrated with the women?
Oh, I got this one. That was kind of easy.
Is
little
it?
bit. Yeah. So the reason that women, and I would say just black women, but kind of a little more black women, is because they do have this not just a standard, but an expectation of men to be a lot of things at one time. That you need to be tough, but you need to be sensitive. You need to be masculine, but you also got to be intelligent. You got to be hardworking, but you need a lot of free time to spend time with her. You got to know how to fix stuff around the house, but then you have to know how to read the bank statement. So you got to do a lot of different things. To a lot of you got to be a friend. You got to be a counselor. You got to be the pastor. You got to be the deacon. You got to be the trash collector. You got to be the painter. You got to do a lot of stuff.
I get it.
Oh, you get it?
Yeah, I think.
Now, this is the thing. I'm going back to what Richard said. You have to know what type of man you have, and don't expect him to be anything outside of that lane. So I'll put myself on the table as an example.
Okay, come on.
There are certain things that I excel at.
Okay.
That I'm very good at. There are
Okay.
certain things that no.
Okay.
That I know how to work 3 tools: a hammer, a screwdriver, and a Phillips, and a wrench. After those,
That's the same thing, a Phillips and a screwdriver.
flathead. Excuse me, flathead.
That's two. They both.
No, they're
A
two
screwdriver comes in two. Flathead or Phillips.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Lord, take the wheel. Take the
So-
wheel.
So you got a hammer, a screwdriver, and what else?
A
wrench. Okay,
So,
there are your 3 tools. Yeah.
If it's past that, it is past what I'm available to do in the house. I'm gonna have to call somebody.
Okay. Well, at least you know.
But if you want to Mr. Fix It, hold on, wait. So that's not who you got. But if you want somebody who okay, I need him to be able to read this bank statement and understand variable interest rates and what an APR is and what a balloon interest rate is, that's somebody different. And sometimes those characters are in the same body, sometimes they are not. And you have to be understanding, okay, this is what I have. And don't criticize him if he isn't all of those things.
Hold up, and I agree. However,
You can't win.
Oh, here it is. Now, I understand you saying our expectations consist of you putting on several different hats, right?
Several.
Okay, so you don't think the expectations men have for women the same thing?
You got 3 hats.
Okay, so you want us to go out there, make some money, right? We going to work, right? To help you with the finances on the inside because we gonna balance this check. But we gonna balance it, okay? So then now, not only that, we gotta go to the grocery store and get the food. We gotta come home and cook the food. We also gotta make sure this child has everything he needs. This child has everything she needs. This child has everything she needs. This child gets to where she needs to be. Like, you don't, for real, and we gotta cook, and we gotta clean, and we gotta iron, and we gotta, cut it out. Wow. Because the expectations you all have, can you cook? Can you this? Are you nurturing? Can you, I'm so sick of those questions. I am sick of those questions because quit asking me if I can cook. Quit asking me if I can, if I'm nurturing, and I'm all of that.
Okay.
But doggone it, that don't mean I'm all of that for you. Because you didn't bring anything to the table.
We the struggle.
I brought the table, the house, the food, the refrigerator, the pots, and the pans. And
Wow.
Go ahead.
It sounds like he should have never been brought along in the first place.
that's
Why
in
is
that
he there?
communication. Hold up, but
Yeah.
anyway, wait a minute, let me go back. But I love how you identify your limitations. You said you got 3 tools and you're gonna call somebody. That's big. That's all we ask you for is to identify. Don't tell us you can do something and you never do it. Or you can't do it, or you're doing it wrong, you're band-aiding it. Come on now, identify that. Know your limitations. You ain't gotta be all of that to us. Just make sure we side by side on getting it done. That's all we ask for. And then, wait a minute, I know you finna say something, but about this check, but we don't care if you can balance a checkbook or not as long as we can.
Oh, go ahead.
Woo! But that's okay, Tasha. You
go.
I'm good. I said all I'm gonna say for right now until they say something else and I'll write it down.
I wanted Rich to get his piece out. So Rich, no. What is your issue? What do you see as the problem with women today?
They expect too much for a man.
That's the
Okay,
that's
and how is it basically the same thing that Kane said?
Same thing Kane said.
Is it asking too much for you to be a handyman? You know, for
No.
you to be okay.
But don't criticize him when he can't do it.
Hey,
Well,
man.
can you call somebody?
That's all we ask.
No.
No.
Because
It
the
ain't
criticism
about-
comes before you call somebody.
The criticism comes before.
We not criticizing you.
Yes.
Oh.
Just get it
no.
done. So ladies,
Yes.
okay, woo, it's a hot topic. This is why we talking about it. Ladies, listen, we got a whole lot to say about what the brothers ain't doing. And today the brothers talking about what we ain't doing and how they feel about what we ain't doing and how we make them feel. So
Listen, some women do not respect a man of whatever they do. You see what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
sometimes I be like, why do you have him in your relationship if you can't respect him? You expect more out of him. Maybe you looking at somebody else's relationship and saying my man should be right here, but this your man. You have to deal with. You got whatever you got.
Well, when you know better, you do better. And
drop him off and start over. Go ahead.
that's why it goes back to the pre-relationship, the dating phase, so you know you can communicate and identify each party's standards and don't put blinders on.
So basically you saying start over.
And when you know better, you do better.
Listen
Now
to
we
UPS.
know.
That's Tasha's new nickname, UPS. Cause she be dropping off Brown Brothers, just dropping the
All
brown
day.
No.
Just drop, boop,
Yes.
boop,
Yes.
boop, that didn't want to work, boop, drop
Yes.
off.
No, well, we're gonna take a break on that now. On that hole right there, on that hole, drop brown. But I don't drop my brothers off, okay? I love my brothers.
I see you just drop
You
it
love
off lovingly.
You know what? I'm about
Put
to
the
mute.
package down nice at the
Yeah.
door.
Yes.
Look here. I
Send
gotta
Richard
get
out.
ready
Send
for the
Richard
next
out.
person.
And you better not drop my package.
Look
Set it
here.
down light.
If you can't hold it, why did you apply?
Look, I know y'all hot, but we gotta take a break. We gotta pay the bills. So I'm gonna need y'all to hold y'all peace. And we'll be back. Y'all listening to Lord Help Us, Uncut, Uncensored. And we shall be back. Woo! Listen here, it got hot up in here. So we have under about 6 minutes to go. So the brothers got a little heated. So we left off at not at the brown drop off. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about who dropping who off. As long as you get there, that's all that matters. So Rich, you were saying your piece. So, you know, what's you and Kane, because so often women talk about what men not doing. And we don't shed enough light on what the women are doing. Because we talking about crossing over. Well, I'm not talking about crossing over. Kier not talking about crossing over. But we got a lot of women that's talking about crossing over. Because we, fed up and, and brothers crossing over. So, Kane and Rich, y'all are sharing y'all insight on what y'all see as the issue. And you say you feel like Kane said, the bar is too high. Unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Yes. Too high.
I don't think necessarily too
That's
high.
it. Just too high.
It's not that it's too high. I think it's just it's so too many faceted. It's like, so sometimes I think women want a man that can be just kind of like a Superman, and there ain't no Superman. There's nobody. There's like,
you can't be a
There's nobody?
They watching the TV too much.
you get a bunch of Clark Kents, but
Oh, that's what I had for you. That's what I'm sorry to cut you off real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you come back. I'm somewhat feeling some type of way because I noticed that when Rich came in, your energy level changed.
Didn't it?
And I'm trying to figure out, like, were we not enough for you?
I don't think so.
the
I mean-
case at all. That is not.
It's like you were like, yes, like you went from a 5 to a 10.
That is not the case.
I'm
at
just
all.
saying, bring that same energy
He got
with
him.
or without. Again,
I got you. I got you.
He got help now.
I mean, he was like, yes, like if you could jump right now, you would be jumping. Kira, did you sense it?
I did. He perked all the way.
all
up.
the way.
Like he got reinforcements, but we can take both of y'all. What you mean?
But she did the same thing.
Not necessarily, but you said some things that was kind of foul, and I had to get right with you.
About your standards.
My standards are exactly what they are because the right man will meet them.
Ooh.
That is true.
That's
Now,
true.
I don't think having high standards are a bad thing for men or women. Have your standards. Don't compromise your standards. I think that's a big problem. People compromise, then mad later. Then you looking at them all. I don't like. You knew in the beginning.
And they see
What
that's
you
when
got?
you know better, you do better, and you be like, you know what? I saw them red flags. I ignored the
And I
red
didn't
flags
say
because I thought,
nothing. I just kept
yeah,
it moving.
Just kept
yeah, them
going.
red flags was flying all over the place.
But at the end of the day, you blaming him.
No, blaming myself because when I know better, I do better.
Yeah, and I think
That's true.
yeah, know better, do better. I think the bad part is we know better and still do wrong.
Right, and too many times. And when you're sick and tired, that's when you be like, you know what? I ain't
I'll
falling for
raise
that
my
no
hand for
more.
that. Knew better and still did.
Knew better and still did
And
worse.
still like, nah,
Worse.
Yeah.
Oh wow, worse.
Yeah. So you knew better. So you did worse, but never mind. That just was a worse situation.
It was.
It wasn't a bad situation. It was a worse situation
It
because you knew better.
Because I knew
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, the new
better.
Saw
better.
the red flags.
And now
up
you
Did
front.
it, you
Now
can't
you
do
just mad at
it.
yourself.
Right. The family warn you, and you still be like, no, he is. Yes, he is.
Now you mad at everybody else.
No, you're not. You're not
In
mad.
the end, you just mad at
You hold
yourself.
yourself accountable. When you say I knew better, that's you saying to yourself that you should not have taken. You taking accountability for it. You're not saying they should have told me. You're not blaming it on anybody else. You just go ahead and
She
own
got in
it.
a fight at the Subway. I should have
You
known.
at the Subway when she was
Yes.
scrapping at the Subway and showing lettuce and
about the
stuff.
tomatoes.
But you know what?
Let's-
Sometimes, actually, you do have people that's blaming everybody else, and that's why they say they swiping white. That's why you have guys
Because they
that
want the
say-
cop out. I want to
want the
blame
cop out.
everybody. It's her fault. It's her fault. It's her. Forget it. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, go where it's easy, where your standards are low, where you can still be the same person you was 10 years ago.
Ooh.
Go there.
The grass.
I want us to grow.
Yeah, the grass, like you said, you gotta grow. The grass may look green over there, but guess what? You gotta cut it.
They got problems too.
Yes.
You gotta cut
And that's
that grass
exactly
too.
what I said. I said all relationships have a struggle. Now, what it is, it may be a different struggle, but it's a struggle, and you have to work through every one if it's worth having.
And I think
You
to
gotta
me,
take your
the
bumps and bruises.
law of attraction kicks in because you're just attracting what is on your own vibration level anyway. Like you're not attracting anything above you or below you. What you attract is just right at your level. And sometimes looking at that person in the mirror, like because sometimes looking at your mate, you're looking at you in the mirror.
Yeah.
And now you mad at them because they because they
You know
got.
what? And to change that, you have to elevate yourself, right? You have to work on some self-improvement to change what you attract.
And now, if you start elevating yourself, and that person doesn't elevate, now you do the toxic and you PS them.
Oh, hold
Yes,
on, wait a minute.
yes,
Listen, I'm
yes,
just
yes.
be dropping folks off, okay? Anyway, we ain't gonna make this about me. So we got a couple minutes left. So what I want you fellas to do, and then, you know, me and Kira always pretty much make this clear. But for the ladies out there, we got some ladies that may have some very unrealistic expectations. And do y'all consider yourselves good brothers? I don't want to put that out there, but do y'all consider yourselves good catches, good marriage, relationship, long-term potential?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
No.
You don't consider...
No.
That's so honest.
You don't
He's
consider
honest.
yourself
He
long?
kept
We
it a buck.
appreciate your honesty.
I appreciate
He kept it a
that.
buck.
Okay, why not?
No.
Because I know how I am.
And how is that? I mean, we on the radio, it's Uncut
I'm all
Uncensored,
over
put it
the
out there.
place.
So you just like,
Okay.
so you're for the community? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Kept it one.
Whatever
Okay,
you wanna call
ladies.
it.
Well, listen here. We're gonna remove Rich
1,000.
from the category. He's not for one, he's for all.
But I can tell you about a whole lot of relationships, though.
You know what?
Good and bad.
He's experienced.
Look
He
at
has
you.
done a thing or two.
He has a
I'm
If
well
you're looking
done
for a
and
good
cool.
time, listen, can they slide in your DMs? Are you on, do you want to get
No,
your
I don't
IG?
do Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I don't do social media at all.
Catch them in the streets?
I catch you in the
Because
streets
you will pick them up, right?
all day long.
You know what? I can't.
I catch you at a red light.
That life.
Now listen.
Y'all gotta hear that story one
Can
day.
you? I know, right? Can you make the pickup a woman of yours? Can she become your?
Yeah,
you know,
but it take times though.
can she hop up out the car and jump on your?
Oh yeah, she can do that.
You know what?
All day long.
You know what?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
should have finished that and said passenger seat.
Right. Look, we ain't got no time.
Yeah, she can do that. I mean, it's Uncut Uncensored, right?
What is she doing?
I'm just telling you what it is.
She can do all that, right?
I'm telling you what it is.
She can do all that, right?
She can do whatever she wants
She
to
can do
do.
whatever you like.
Yes,
Listen here.
whatever she like.
If you in Cleveland and you ride through the streets, listen here. And you want a good time? You want a fun time?
Not a good time.
Look
I'm
here.
scared.
Rich is the man. You the man, right?
No, I ain't the man.
You know what?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, listen, it's been real. We about to go. Y'all got anything to say before we wrap?
No, I ain't got nothing to say after that. No, I'm spent. I'm done.
Only thing I can
came
say,
in.
I'm out
here
here.
for it.
What you got to say? You said who?
I'm out here.
Y'all here. Okay. All right, Rich. Woo. All right.
You know what, Rich?
Okay.
That's it.
You really out here? You out here in these streets?
I'm out here. I ain't in the streets, but I'm out here.
What you out here doing before we go? Let the people know. What you doing?
Positive things.
You know what? They don't know nothing more
That's a
than
good
they
place.
do.
That's a good thing to say right
Yeah,
there.
Real positive things.
Real positive.
Real positive.
Okay, but look here.
Just
Here,
gotta
what you
get
got?
to know me.
Get to know you.
Get to know me.
Okay. We gonna mute this mic. Go ahead.
All I have to say is please don't ignore the red flags and make sure you set your standards as high as you need them to be, but also let them be known. Let them be known so that way if he or she can't meet those expectations, they have an option to either meet them or move out the way.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We out. Y'all been listening to Uncut Uncensored. Until next week, be blessed. Peace.